And that brings us to Facts and Film. Every week, our research producer extraordinaire, Evan Kaplan, with a look at some of the numbers inside. And what can you say? From the Chicago perspective, today's game has enormous implications.
It's a massive game today at Soldier Field, Greeny. And the Bears entered today in first place alone in the NFC North. And with a win at home against the Steelers, 70% chance for Chicago to make the playoffs. We'll be in really good shape. But look at the swing. If they lose today at home, that's down to 47% for the Bears to make the playoffs. Will be under 50. They have the hardest remaining schedule in the NFC. They play the Eagles on Friday, 2 games against the Packers, also play the Niners and the Lions. So it's massive for them to get this win at home today.
Absolutely. It's a team with a negative point differential, but right now leading their division. And that man on the upper left there is the reason why. Caleb Williams, what specifically has he done so well in this season under Ben Johnson?
Yeah, he's playing within the structure of Ben Johnson's offense, and it's been a massive improvement in a few specific areas from his rookie season. We're talking about percent of snaps under center, so getting out of that shotgun pistol. 29% of those snaps under center as a rookie for Caleb. That's up to 49% this season, 4th highest in the NFL. And when they are under center, they're running that hard play action game. Look at this QBR increase. 28 as a rookie on play action, up to 80 this year. So it went from the 3rd lowest in the NFL all the way to the 3rd highest in Ben Johnson's offense. And one of the most impressive things about this is how quickly the learning curve has been. I'm going to leave you guys with this one number. In 3 years of college football at Oklahoma and USC, Caleb Williams had 6 total pass attempts under center on play action. He had 9 of those attempts last week alone in the win over the Vikings.
And so that's why you're seeing this ascension that Rex talks about all the time. The
100%.
number's spectacular. So that's what they say. Let's come over here and do the film. Alex, we hear what the numbers are telling us. What does it look like on the tape?
Yeah, it is really showing up on the tape. And I think everybody's curious what this marriage was going to look like with Caleb Williams in this Ben Johnson offense. This is a guy that's played almost exclusively from the gun in college. Now he's under center. This is from last week. Here it is. Again, they motion to a 3-by-1. He's under center. Play action pass. Here is the progression. You can see the triangle that almost all offenses build in the passing game. He throws this 20-yard strike down the field. Looks great from 30,000 feet in the air. Let's go down to the ground view and see what it really looks like.
Nice.
Again, under center, turning your back on the defense. I can't tell you how scary this is when you've lived in the shotgun now. Again, 7 eyeballs all staring at you. They know what you're doing, you don't. You come up off the fake, and immediately you have to digest information. You start with number 1 down the middle. The linebacker takes it away. In one hit, you go to number 2. And now if this is me, Teddy, I'm checking this down, right? He looks pretty open to me, but not Caleb Williams. He sees the outside linebacker with his back turned, knows he has the window, and then just rips this ball. Look at the ball location between both defenders, protects his guy. He doesn't even get hit. Big game. Again, a couple weeks ago, it's snowing in Chicago, Greeny. Again, here we are, play action pass. Now watch this. The progression is up top. I can assure you the ball is supposed to go up there, but not Caleb. He throws this ball down here, and then you start to ask yourself, you wonder why. What's he seeing? And this is the real evolution of Caleb in this Ben Johnson offense. Here it is. Take a look at this weak safety. You can see him, Teddy, talking to the field. He wants to push to the 3-receiver side. Again, here's Caleb turning his back. He has no idea what's happening behind him, right? They all have vision to the backfield. Look at him snap off the fake. He immediately finds this safety, and look at his body language. Again, pushing to the field. Caleb knows he has the one-on-one backside, and again, the ball location in between both defenders. We get the run after the catch. Like this. Listen, it's easy when I'm pausing this thing 14 times and slow-moing it, right? This happens fast. You come up off that fake. You have 3 steps and a hitch to make this decision. And again, this guy, you only played in the shotgun, right? The sight lines are different. You have the best seat in the house. And all of a sudden, you're under center. You're turning your back on the defense. I got no idea what Teddy's doing back here, right? There's some trust that it just takes reps, and they're really paying off, and you're starting to see it. Chicago calls play action pass at the 3rd highest rate in the entire NFL. You're going to see it today. He's doing unbelievable development.
Listen, I mean, you can hear the cheering from Chicago right now as they listen to this conversation, and that's why Ben Johnson could have gone anywhere this offseason. Every team wanted him, and he chose that quarterback. Now let's talk about another quarterback. Teddy?
Yeah.
I feel like every week you fall in or out of love with Jordan. How did you wake up feeling today?
I'm up, I'm down. Sometimes I don't know what he's thinking. Other times it's absolutely spectacular. There's only one person that can help me understand Jordan Love. It's Tina Turner. Tina Turner. That's right. What's love got to do with it? Because I don't know what he's thinking sometimes. Yeah, the touch of your hands. How about a wide receiver giving him a little bit of help right here? Drop balls. Jordan Love's doing everything he can, but we got snaps on the ground. I don't know what's happened here. It is physical sometimes. Jordan Love on the ground. Can we get the fumble? How are you looking? I mean, no, I don't love you. Do I love you? But I'm telling you, Green Bay Packer fans, I am all in right now because Jordan Love, 90 total QBR on third down. He's the best quarterback on third down over the course of the year in the National Football League. It doesn't matter what kind of snap it is because in the fourth quarter, he's also got the first QBR. He's the best quarterback in the fourth quarter in the National Football League. And going forward, I'm all the way in, Greeny. Jordan Love, the Cheeseheads, all this Packers faithful. I am a Jordan Love lover. I am no longer conflicted. This guy's shown me enough. He's had a great season so far. I think, thanks to Tina Turner, this guy can take the Packers far.
We'll see music videos here.
I took it a little next level here. I needed a little help.
We'll see how he feels after a tough game against that Vikings defense.
It's only logical.
All right, so that's my favorite one. But guys, we have major news this morning. That's Aaron Rodgers walking on the field in Chicago. We all know about the fractious, and the news is in, and Adam Schefter has it. Shefty.
Greeny, moments ago, Mike Tomlin told Evan Washburn of CBS in a pregame interview that Aaron Rodgers will not play today. He will be inactive, and Mason Rudolph will start. So when you saw Rodgers this morning grumpy at the cameraman, maybe that had something to do with the fact that he knew he wasn't going to play. He's not far off from playing, but this is thought to be ordinarily a 3 to 6 week injury on that left wrist where the fracture occurred last week. But the Steelers' doctors did not want him to play. They felt like it would pose some danger as much as Aaron Rodgers wanted to be out there today against Chicago, a team in which he has a 25-5 lifetime record against. In the end, the Steelers made the call. No Aaron Rodgers. Mason Rudolph goes against the Bears in a game that the Steelers have to keep alive their playoff hopes here in the AFC North.
All right, Shefty, enormous news and a bit surprising, at least based on many of the conversations we had on Get Up all week and the meeting that we had last night. Dan Graziano leads our coverage there in Chicago. Dan, what can you tell us?
Yeah, he wasn't able to go, as Adam said, Aaron Rodgers, so they'll go with Mason Rudolph as the starter and rookie Will Howard as the backup for this game. Talking to Steelers coaches last night when they weren't sure how this was going to break down this morning, they were all of the same opinion, which is that the overall approach offensively for Pittsburgh does not change as a result of the quarterback switch. Mason Rudolph probably won't get the ball out of his hand as quickly as Aaron Rodgers does. Almost no one does. But Mason Rudolph can operate the offense, and this is a team that wants to run the offense through its run game, which has been excellent, and through its tight ends, which have been kind of the focal point of the passing game. And you look on the other side of the ball, Greeny, the Bears are without 3 starting linebackers for this game, already banged up in the secondary. There's a whole middle of the field that the Steelers should be able to take advantage of, and they trust Mason Rudolph, who finished last week's game when Aaron Rodgers got hurt, to operate their offense the way they need it operated.
All right, Dan Graziano, outstanding there, and so that's the big story. We'll continue to keep you updated, but that's the news that we have been waiting for. So the question that we ask here is, how different is this game now? For everyone who's getting set to watch this, maybe they have fantasy implications, maybe there are gambling implications. From a Steelers perspective, how different is this game with Rudolph versus Rodgers?
I think Graz is dead on. Listen, the game last week was a perfect example. Aaron started the first half, right? Mason Rudolph started the second. It didn't look a whole lot different, if you want me to be totally honest. And I mean that as a compliment to Mason. He came in and ran this offense. This is an offense that still wants to be run first. Again, especially versus a banged-up Chicago defense that's missing all linebackers.
It's a great
right?
situation. Great situation.
And I thought he did a nice job last week. He came in and operated, had some big third down conversions. I know he didn't really throw the ball downfield a whole lot. But again, he operated this offense like a veteran.
But this Steelers offense, like Graz says, through the run game, no linebackers on the other side. And